Sigma males are extremely popular men, yet they are usually branded as lone wolves. It's a pretty cool mix, which is maybe why everybody wants to be a Sigma male. But being so awesome can be a challenge at times, and that's what I'm here to help with today. Are you incredibly popular and have too many friends? Do you have a hard time coping with the love and admiration effortlessly gleaned from those around you? If you are utterly tired of the attention of others, the benefits you get from social interactions, or the countless opportunities for progression thrust upon you through your networks, and want to lose every single person in your life so you can live out the rest of your days in utter misery, then you're in luck. Because in this Notes from a Sigma Male episode, I will guide you through how to lose all your friends forever. Number 1. Only talk about yourself. If there's one way to turn people off of a conversation with you, it's to have one topic of conversation and only one: yourself. There's nothing more uninviting than someone who constantly finds a way to turn every topic of conversation back to themselves. If you want to quickly win the dislike of others, whenever somebody tries to initiate a conversation, do your utmost best to show them that you are entirely uninterested. The most effective way of doing this is to completely ignore what they want to talk about and instead immediately reflect the conversation back to yourself. Don't let them get a word in edgeways, and make a point to undermine their importance. With this, you are guaranteed to lose the majority of your friends. Number 2. Become known as a gossip. While it's true that only talking about yourself is a surefire way to lose a few friends, the exact opposite behavior can also produce the same effect. If you constantly gossip and talk about other people's business, not only will people find your company boring and annoying, but they will most likely also cease to trust you entirely. When the people around you see the incessant way that you gossip about everybody else, they will assume that you are doing the same about them when you're around others. A pretty reasonable assumption to make. This will leave you with very few friends, and even fewer people who are willing to put their trust in you. Number 3. Be selfish. Nobody likes a selfish person. If losing friends, or never even making them in the first place, is top of your agenda, simply show everyone around you that you couldn't care less about them. Be greedy and openly take as much as you can for yourself without sparing a thought or care for anyone else. Don't give out your own time and energy. Never offer to help those around you in their moments of need. A selfish person rarely has anything of value to offer to people around them, whether this be in a material sense or an emotional one. As soon as people sense that you have only your own interests at heart, you'll be surprised if you fail to hear from them again. Number 4. Display incompetence. Incompetence, while not a sin, is most certainly annoying. If you've ever had an incompetent person in your life, you'll know the frustration of watching them repeatedly fail at everything they put their hand to. Rarely is this incompetency a chronic condition in life. 9 times out of 10, it comes from lack of trying. Putting zero effort into identifying areas of your life that need improving, and simply choosing to coast along in a state of mediocrity, is an incredibly unattractive trait in a person. So, have at it. When we look to put our trust in another person, it's an overwhelmingly positive trait to see that they are willing to address their areas of inadequacy and step up to the plate to do whatever it takes to improve. Persistent incompetency is a trait that repels others and will leave you struggling to get anything done on your own. Number 5. Boss others around. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, and once that line's crossed, things start to look very different. Confidence is a quality most people appreciate in others, with a respectable limit, of course. Especially in a work setting, confidence is a trait that helps to create structure and strong leadership among a team. Possessing confidence without arrogance will more often than not propel you to higher positions than your more meek counterparts. However, if you want people to loathe every word that comes out of your mouth, arrogance is the way to go. Tell others what to do with complete conviction, and refuse to listen to others when they have alternative suggestions. Alienate others with unrelenting arrogance, and take to bossing around everyone you encounter. Number 6. Develop a huge ego. Who doesn't love an overinflated ego? Oh, that's right, just about everybody. The ego is the antithesis to humility, one of the most likable traits a person can possess. Those who possess inflated egos think of themselves as infallible and the most important person in every single room they enter. Egomaniacs can never be called out when they're in the wrong, as they will go to any length possible to keep the inflated wall of their ego intact. To admit when you're wrong and be okay with taking a step back out of the spotlight every now and again in order to give others their chance in the sun requires humility and empathy. If you want to show those around you that you are completely lacking in humility and empathy, just pump up that ego and do whatever you can to stop it from popping. Number 7. Let others down. Reliability is a trait that makes for a deep sense of trust and is a cornerstone of lifelong friendships and relationships. If trust and friendships are things you actively seek to destroy, being as unreliable as possible is a great place to start. Back out of any plans at the last minute and offer your help and then fail to turn up when they need you the most. Generally, just be as flaky as possible. People quickly lose interest in maintaining a friendship with someone once they understand that the person is likely to bail on them at the slightest drop of a hat. Embody flakiness, and you'll find yourself getting far fewer calls and texts asking you to hang out. Number 8. Always take a back seat. On the opposite end of the spectrum from total arrogance is total laziness. Turning yourself into a proverbial spare wheel is a guaranteed way to make your friends feel like they're carrying around a dead weight. Make yourself as useless as possible and refuse to ever take initiative, and watch how quickly your friendships dissolve. Number 9. Be close-minded. Listening to others and being open to change is a hallmark of a good friend. On the other hand, coming across as dogmatic and close-minded is likely to make others avoid wanting to speak with you. Act this way and people will quickly lose interest in carrying out conversations or deeper discussions with you. Nobody wants to feel as if they're speaking to a brick wall. Showing that you're close-minded and unreciprocated to new ideas is a fast track to getting those around you to turn the other cheek. Number 10. Be pessimistic. At the end of the day, people like to spend time with those that make them feel good. If you become a symbol of pessimism and negativity, your friend count will quickly drop. Nobody will come to you when they're looking to have a good time or need cheering up. And people will associate you with feeling down and seeing the worst possible outcome of every situation. Become the voice of despair in every situation, and see how quickly people stop turning to you as a friend or confidant. Now, before we talk about the final and perhaps most powerful, and definitely the least Sigma male way of making others dislike you, please do take a moment to hit the like button on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps our channel to grow. And now onto the number 1 tactic you should use if you really want to make those around you squirm and avoid you. Number 11. Constantly depend on others. That's right, be dependent. Whine and complain about every tiny problem in your life and rely on others to fix that. In friendships, it's best to feel that everything is part of a give and take, so when you make the relationship a take scenario, people will be quick to back off and look for more equal friendships. Sigmas love to be independent, and so seeing a sense of complete dependency in others is a huge turnoff for them. Taking this path and turning yourself into a burden for those around you is, hands down, the best method out there for making others reevaluate whether or not you're really someone they'd like to have as a feature of their lives. So there you have it. If you're looking to make everyone you encounter absolutely hate your guts, this is the path to follow. Become this loathsome person and watch every single bridge you've built burn. I hope this guide has made it clearer on what kind of traits people do and don't appreciate in those around them. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the rest of the channel for more Sigma Male content. And I'll see you next time.